Hello bookworms and foodies, welcome to Books and Bites. My name is Asma Siddiqui. I am a voracious book reader and a food fanatic, and why I say that is because I have combined the two loves of my life, food and books, together. Today I'm going to be sharing this book's review, and tomorrow I'm going to be taking you out and exploring something that the book has recommended me to eat. But for now, we're going to be talking about the review of this book. It is called The Secrets of the Homefront Girls, and it's written by Thompson, an author that I picked up very randomly at the book fair. Somehow I picked up a lot of female authors at the book fair, and I'm very proud of that because most of these authors are really amazing, and because I never got a recommendation from anyone to read them, I randomly picked them up and I'm not disappointed. So this story is basically about the Yardley factory, and if you don't know, Yardley is a brand that pretty much all of us are aware of. They make these awesome beauty products, cosmetics that are world renowned. So it's a story about their factory and the girls who are working there and how they are the top of the line kind of people. So the story is about a family basically who is living in East London, and the girls of the family are working for the Yardley cosmetics factory. Although the factory is located in a very weird place, very with stinky, smelly surroundings, but the girls working for the factory are all smelling beautiful because they work with natural scents of all kinds. They're usually referred to as the Lavender Girls. The story and the book itself covers up a few main topics. The first one includes abortion, which in 1939 was kind of illegal, and people who were doing it were usually in back alleys and unsafe and kind of criminal. So the story covers them. Also very beautiful how the mother of the girls is performing these abortions and allowing the women to choose what they want, but also at the same time being very considerate about the babies that she is aborting and giving them a proper grave and a burial. So that part is heartwarming. It also touches the topic of war. Basically the Second World War here. So it talks about, it shows you a contrast of how everyone's just living and making do with what they have, and they're content with it. They're content with the little that they have, but then war happens and even that is taken away from them. So how rationing takes place and airstrikes and generally the constant fear, blackouts and curfews, and what happens when there is a bombing. You go hide yourself in a bunker, you go to a safe place. What happens when you don't find a loved one come back home? You go looking around, you find a loved one, you assume that the loved one is dead in a bombing, then you try to locate a dead body, you try to bring that dead body home. So it's a lot of these emotions that are discussed in the book. And it also touches the fact that when you send your people to war, as soldiers, they may or they may not come back, and even if they do come back, they come back with a lot of trauma. So people are losing their children, they're losing husbands, they're losing lovers. It's a lot of loss story as well. Regardless of all these horrifying things happening in the book, the characters are really positive, and then they focus on the little tiny things that make anyone happy, and they continue to live their lives with the positivity that life requires. So it's a great book, and I would recommend anyone to read it. So you don't necessarily have to be a woman to enjoy this book, but I think it is a beautiful story and the characters are really lovely. They're very positive, and the book itself gives you a lot of positivity. It gives you a lot of motivation to get on, and you see from these characters that although their lives are miserable, and if you had been in that life, you'd probably be really, really down, but the characters are really, they're living it, and they're just finding the good things in life, and they're making the best of whatever resources they have. So it's a great book. I really enjoyed myself reading it, and I would recommend anyone to read it. Also, I'd like you to subscribe to the channel because I am a voracious book reader. I'm going to come back next week with another book that is going to tell me not only what to eat, but also I will tell you if you should read it or not. Go ahead, get this book to read. And if I find any more of Kate Thompson books, I'm definitely going to get my hands on them, especially the Lavender Girl series. So, great book, great characters, and absolutely amazing author. I will see you around next week.